Hello, Pirate family, and welcome to a video weekly update for Friday, October 29th. And today marks the last day of the first quarter. It's the end of our first 9 weeks, and it's been challenging in more ways than we could imagine. But at the same time, there's been just a lot of bright spots, successes, and feel really good about where we're at today, and more importantly, where we're heading. And so I want to thank everybody for their support. I just want to thank our staff for the tremendous amount of work that they have put in and dedication throughout the first 9 weeks and what they're going to continue to do throughout the rest of the school year. But there's a lot to be proud of, a lot of successes. At the same time, recognizing the challenges and the things we have to continue to move forward through, persevering through. And so, but once again, just thank you. We have to take everything that we can in terms of the bright spots, and there's a lot here in Pinckney Community Schools, and just want to say thank you. And we made it to 25% of our school year, and looking forward to the next couple months are exciting times, not only just personally, but here at school with the holidays. We'll have some just much needed breaks coming our way in November and obviously in December as well. So let's go ahead and move forward with that. And I just want to continue sharing good news. Yesterday's board meeting, we had a great turnout, both students and staff. Because we had a presentation of our audit. We do this yearly, and we've always had clean, perfect audits that have been given to us. But at yesterday's audit, I want to share the exciting news that Pinckney Community Schools ended this fiscal year out of deficit by just a little over $657,000. And so for those of you who've been with us for some time, you know that's an extraordinary feat. And last year we were expected to be still in deficit, and significantly at the amount of $1.9 million. And this is just due to a lot of different factors. Declining enrollment for the past decade has been a key contributor to that, and I've done several presentations on all the different factors that go into the financial component of a school district. And so, but with a lot of hard work that our staff has been a large part of, and sacrifices for, like I said, looking at a decade at least, that we've continued to move forward, and we've had to make a lot of hard decisions throughout the years and continue to do so. And but looking at last year, and the COVID year was an opportunity for us to say, hey, we can make substantial gains through the situation, through the schedule that we had last year with running school just 4 days in person, was a cost saving measure. We were fortunate enough to have additional support from both federal and state for COVID, and we use that to our advantage in terms of getting us in this position. And we had a plan and a vision to get us this point, but not at this rate and as quickly as we're able to do it. And so once again, I just want to say thank you. And we couldn't have done this without the tremendous amount of, once again, hard work, commitment, and sacrifice that our entire staff has been part of throughout this, in you, the community that has support us through these challenging times. And also just say the leadership of our recently hired, it's been in our third year now, of our Assistant Superintendent of Finance, Jamie Cowan, who's come in with just a dedication and just a fortitude to continue doing everything that she can to help put us in this position, and helping us reevaluate our systems, our efficiencies, taking a look at every single dollar that we spend, and making sure we're accounting for that, and just that mindset to get us to be poised to be strong from here on out. And I believe that throughout the difficult decisions we've made, both from a personnel standpoint through just from a structural standpoint, and what we have to continue doing, that we are in position to be in a great place, along with our enrollment continue to be better than what we expect. And as we look forward, we know enrollment is still declining, but not at the same rate it has. It's definitely getting better each and every year. For the next 3 years, it is forecasted, because we're just working through the system, of losing probably still about another 250 students, probably by the year 2025, 26. And so we have to account for that. We have to continue making those decisions to make sure we're mindful that we're fiscally strong. And at the same time, most people don't know, but the expectation and the legal responsibility we have for the state of Michigan is to have a 5% fund balance. That's our savings account, to make sure we have that. So that's our next goal, is to make sure that we continue moving forward for everybody, but at the same time that we're positioning ourselves to be sustainable, and to make sure that we're the very best resource, strongest resource for our community, for our staff, for our students, from here on out. So just very proud to be part of the team that has worked alongside this. It's been a long road, but extremely proud of the hard work and the fruits of our labor. And so we're even more excited about where we're able to take this district from here on out. So thank you with that. So just want to start off with that news. Just quick COVID update, along with the email that I send with this video. I do have the impact statement. As you're going to see, the numbers continue to stay low here in Pinckney Community Schools. We've been averaging anywhere about 8 to 10 cases. We've spiked a little bit, but for the last three weeks, we've remained relatively low. We've had 8 new cases as of this recording. And so you'll see then actually low quarantine numbers as well. So we're excited about that. You know, the fact that COVID is here is a reality, but it's been more than manageable. Our students are safe, they're healthy when they come back to us. Those who contract COVID, you know, we know that they're experiencing some symptoms and they have experienced some sickness, but when they stay home for the time being that they have to stay home, they come back to us and re-engage. And so we're going to continue moving forward. We know COVID's not going away, and it's going to be part of our life. And so we are working to say, how do we continue to provide a quality experience here in school? And part of that is trying to keep our kids in school. And we know that quarantining, as I spoke about in the past, has been a challenge with that. And we're continuing to work very hard with our local health department in looking at ways to minimize that, because I hear the frustrations that it creates with parents and with our students, even, especially when our students are healthy. And the data that I've shared before is we know the majority of our kids are healthy when they're quarantined. So I'm hopefully going to be able to share some information sometime next week about the next step with that. As I've said before, it is a process. It's not a light switch on and off to get us to where we need to be. And we know that the end goal is where we're not going to be quarantining anybody, and we're going to be back to where we're running school kind of more of a traditional and more of a normal sense of what we've had to do in the past. And so I think that's the end goal. It's about when we can get there and the process to get us there. And so balancing the health and safety of everybody, along with trying to maximize the academic opportunities for our kids. And so that's the work we're engaged in right now. And take a look at that chart, and you have the links that I've shared before. The COVID numbers are on our webpage, and obviously everybody has opportunity to take a look at the CDC site and the MyStart map for Michigan. The trends in the state have started to go down. They definitely peaked. We're seeing that trend throughout the country, but in Livingston County as well, we're starting to see the numbers come down. So that's good. That we definitely see this pattern of kind of the ups and downs of COVID, and we just have to continue working through that, which we've been doing. So excited to share the slide behind me. Obviously, we're all well aware that our varsity football team, our Mighty Pirates, are going to be in the first round of the playoffs tonight in Hazlet at 7 p.m. And so we want to wish them the very best. It's been a hard-fought season, a lot of ups and downs for this team as well, but we know that they're going to fight hard, hoping for a Pirate victory and to push them on to round 2 next week. So we want to wish them all the best. The game is at 7 o'clock in Hazlet. Tickets, gofan.com. You can do that on your phone. But once again, wish them all the best. And alongside the football season, a big part of our football season is the marching band. And it was so great to have those kiddos out there, to see them in their great uniforms. We bought those uniforms a couple of years ago, and I haven't been able to wear them as much as we'd want, but they're some of the best band uniforms you're ever going to see. And that group did an outstanding job. So proud of them. Thanking Mr. Welling for leading them, and for just a great marching band season. And they're going to have a bandorama to kind of culminate their success coming up in the next week. And along those lines, we had a great Halloween concert last night in the theater, and that incorporated our Pathfinder and high school choir and orchestra students. And it was just festive. It was great to see the theater full. We weren't able to have as many people there, obviously, last year, and our students just shined as always. So once again, thank you to Mr. Welling, who worked really hard with all our music programs at both Pathfinder and high school, and the students sounded great. So I just wanted to recognize those individuals. And obviously, this is an exciting time for our students. It is Halloween weekend. Downtown Pinckney, Saturday evening, 6 to 8. We have Spooktacular. I'm proud to be a member of our local M36 Rotary. The Rotary is sponsoring the event. So we're going to have a lot of great vendors and just community members down there passing out candy and just once again coming together as a community. P2, once again, I stated that we have a parent. Her name is Stephanie Johnson, who's helping take the lead, especially with our store. She's going to have a table set out there. We've got a grand opening coming next week on November 1st. We're really starting to launch the reopening of our store for the holiday season, getting new merchandise in. And so just excited for that as well. And lastly, big day tomorrow, big game, U of M, Michigan State. And, we don't have a whole lot to cheer for in terms of our professional teams at the current moment. So this is a big deal for us. And so regardless of what side you're cheering for, we got two really good 7-0 teams, and just hoping for a great game and a lot of fun. We know that we have split households here. We have split schools, Michigan State, Michigan, and it's just a great time to be here in this great state in our community. And so we got tonight with our Pirates, tomorrow with our Spartans and Wolverines, and just a lot of just festivities happening. So enjoy yourself, have a great time, stay safe. Look forward to starting the second quarter here on Monday, November 1st. It's going to be a fast next 2 months. We know how these times go quick. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy everyone and continue to work hard. And once again, celebrate successes, and let's just celebrate being Pirates. There's a lot to celebrate here in this community, in this district. So thank you as always. Have a great Friday night. Have a great weekend, and we'll see everybody back here on November 1st. That's Monday. Let's go Pirates.